This presentation is to demonstrate how Moonpull can help publishers maximise revenue. It's aimed at publishers who understand that tracking is changing and who care about the impact that will increasingly have on their business. It's not about digging into the weeds of how tracking works. The good news is Moonpull does the heavy lifting, including simplifying tracking so that monitoring it can be a simple and always-on task for you as a publisher. Moonpull analyses all stages of the affiliate handover with over 30 data points to identify that the memory cookie is being passed through correctly so that commission can follow. There are headwinds right now regarding Chrome's announcements on future requirement for Apple-style treatment of third-party cookies, and user consent is being required for tracking in an increasing number of markets and states. Both just can't be ignored. They're increasingly affecting conversions and hitting performance revenues right now for all of publishers, networks and agencies. A key element in maximising revenue is working with your partners to get the right relationships now and for the future. Moonpull helps with precisely this. Moonpull is the leading, perhaps the only platform for identifying tracking implementation types, setting out its findings simply and reporting on breakages clearly and easily. eMarketer recently published a report that said 45% of publishers expect a significant decrease in revenues when cookies disappear. This is a matter that needs to be managed. So what is the impact of deprecation in affiliate marketing, and how does that differ on Safari or Chrome? Safari deprecation actually happened about 6 years ago as third-party cookies were deprecated as part of Apple's ITP rollout. Chrome has announced it's moving to an Apple-style consent framework requiring user consent that will have similar impact as deprecation for most of an advertiser's user base for most businesses. It's perhaps deprecation by another means. For affiliate marketing, these combine to achieve the de facto removal of many networks' most reliable fallback method of tracking from advertisers' implementations. There'll be no place to hide in terms of getting consistently reliable tracking up and running. This leads to a requirement for the publisher, network, agency and advertiser to ensure capable first-party methods are implemented at the advertiser end. Implementations are generally good but need more monitoring and thought to be consistently reliable. Any changes in an advertiser's website, inventory or navigation have the potential to compromise site-wide tracking, which can amplify at a kind of half-life over months and years, and is not easily spotted in usual reporting methods. As the browsers render third-party cookies ineffective, this also greatly magnifies the significance of user consent processes, as the presence of fallback methods are currently masking the impact that consent will soon have on tracking in a fully first-party world. Most businesses in other industries recognise they need to monitor their supply chains. Affiliate marketing is no different. The reality is networks and publishers work better as a partnership, with each monitoring tracking and program performance through their own lens. There's aspects that each can do alone, but also areas where working together is beneficial. And this means all publishers are engaged on tracking matters, whether for their own needs or when working with networks, agencies and advertisers to identify, isolate and address revenue shortfalls due to poorly implemented tracking. Moonpull's users see the half-life of tracking firsthand and also appreciate that sometimes the most unreliable links are either new ones or older ones which may be deep links on evergreen content. So here's some numbers for you. Moonpull and our current user base can see that on doing nothing a publisher could see a drop of 20% in revenue or more when Google flicks their deprecation switch, or put more precisely, introduces the requirement for user consent. This 20% aligns with the eMarketer publication's findings. However, for an advertiser about to suffer the deprecation cliff, it might be more like 100% of the revenue disappears from that advertiser on deprecation. You can read more about this on the Moonpull blog. And don't forget, Safari deprecation has already happened with ITP, and you might be already seeing a shortfall of 43% due to this with certain advertisers. By using Moonpull, you'll be in good company, as publishers using Moonpull are some of the largest globally in US, Canada and Europe. A further conversation with the Moonpull team and a demo are appropriate next steps to see for yourself how Moonpull's platform can help you. Just email us at publishers@moonpullpartners.com or leave us a message on our contact page.